and don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. What you say?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Cheyenne High School for tonight's EDC girls volleyball matchup between the Fargo North Spartans and your Cheyenne Mustangs. I'm Tristan Murdoch. Joined alongside me is Dan Wolf. As always, Wolf, should be a great night. First of all, congratulations are in order. State girls golf won state for the first time in, I believe, program history, right?
First time in program history. Thank you very much. As I've told a lot of people, it's easy to coach when you have a lot of talent and really nice kids, and that's what we had. And it was super exciting to watch them run the table this year and win every tournament, and for Zoe Keene to bring home our first individual championship as well. So well-deserved honor after a lot of hard work for those girls.
Yeah, so tonight should be a good matchup. Cheyenne coming into this one after taking a 2-point win up in Grand Forks against the Grand Forks Central Knights this past Tuesday. And Fargo North coming into this one, I believe, lower end of the standings. Like we've talked about in the past streams here, Cheyenne, West Fargo, and Davies, I believe, are kind of those three that are starting to separate themselves from the pack. I know you and I were also talking before this, Wolf. There's only 2 home games left.
Yeah, it's senior night tonight, and we were informed that there's only 2 home matches left, which seems, I mean, it is October, but it's only October 2nd. That seems really strange to hear, but it was from a volleyball parent, so I had no reason to think that it was inaccurate. And you're right, we thought this might happen, and that's how it's playing out, where West Fargo, Davies, and Cheyenne have kind of separated themselves from the pack and look to be, at least at this point, favorites to punch a ticket to the state tournament when the time comes. But, you know, you never can be sure with sports, and that's why they play the games. But North is one of those teams that's battling right now, kind of in the middle of the pack. There's Horace and there's North and there's Shanley. There's some teams around there that I'm sure are all probably trying to jockey. There's probably teams they would prefer to play or to not play in a potential EDC matchup. So it'll be interesting to see how these last few weeks of the regular season play out as everyone's trying to jockey for their position heading towards an EDC tournament.
Yeah, Fargo Davies at a perfect 8-0 so far. Following them is 7-1 Cheyenne, and then 7-2 Cheyenne, excuse me, and then 6-1 West Fargo team. West Fargo is at Fargo South tonight, so we'll keep you updated with scores. I know you and I were talking at the beginning of the stream, though, and, you know, West Fargo kind of going into the favorite from that one, so we'll see what they bump up to here after tonight.
Yeah, they are certainly the favorite. Davies is playing Horace tonight at Davies High School, and Horace, you know, we know has some talent. They had a little bit of an injury bug when they played Cheyenne, and Cheyenne was able to sweep them, but that's a team that has talent, so you never want to sleep on them. So a couple of interesting matchups that we want to, you know, if you're a Mustang fan, you want to keep an eye on to see what's going on in those matches. But ultimately, you take care of your own business. You've got North coming in tonight, and you just got to say, okay, we've got to be better on the ball. We've got to execute, try and limit the unforced errors. The last time we saw this team here at home, we saw Riley Bryant twist an ankle. She's out there tonight. From what I've seen, looks to be moving fine. So hopefully Cheyenne has their full complement of players as they're trying to probably, I would think if I'm a coach, and I'm certainly no volleyball coach. In fact, lots of people probably say I'm no golf coach. But as a volleyball coach, I think I'm probably trying to now start to settle on what are the rotations, who are the groups I want out there at crucial times, and that's probably what Coach Newton, I would think, is trying to work towards as we've probably reached the midway point of the volleyball season.
Yeah, so with that, we'll take a short break for anthem and player introductions, and we'll be right back. Stick around, folks.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, I think so.
If you're thinking about growing your family someday, we'd like to remind you of one simple thing. Babies bring us joy. With an unwavering commitment to delivering the highest quality care, Essentia Health is ready when your someday arrives. Essentia Health, caring for you and your future.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah.
Tour the beautiful campus of North Dakota State University in Fargo. Learn about majors, scholarships, our free application process, and get a free t-shirt. Register now at ndsu.edu/visit.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Cheyenne Gymnasium. Like we talked about before the break, Wolf, I know we only said we had 2 home matches left. Doesn't mean we aren't that far into the season, in all honesty. A lot of the away games for Cheyenne come on the second half side, including the Burns and Eastview invite this weekend, followed by the home game against West Fargo, and then an away game at Fargo South. And then next weekend, too, actually, is the Fargo Metro invite at North.
Well, and one thing we've talked about, Tristan, is that's one of the unique things about volleyball, that you can get so many matches. Basketball was capped at fewer games, but volleyball allows for more of that. So you get that opportunity. You have that big East-West crossover to start the season. You have the Metro event in town, which is really just the East-West crossover part 2. but this year an opportunity for Cheyenne to go to the cities and kind of test their mettle against some of the programs down there. So there is a fair amount of the season left. As you pointed out, Tristan, it's, pretty heavy on the home matches on the first half. Second half is more away, which I think, can work to your favor. You kind of develop a little toughness as a team and decide, hey, we're going to be good enough. We're going to show what we can do against hostile crowds and unfamiliar situations to prove that we're one of the top teams in the EDC. I would guess tonight we should probably have all three seniors starting since it is senior night, and looks like that's the case. I see Cora Metcalf out there as per usual, but along with her, Addie Kill.
And Marley Badeau.
And Marley Badeau, our other senior. So always a nice thing. We talk about this every sport when it is senior night. These players have put a lot of time and effort and sweat and hard work into playing for a coach, and so it's always nice to see them recognized and rewarded by being able to start that first match of the year, or the first match on senior night.
Great dig out there by Snowden on the Fargo north side to start us off, and
turning into a really nice rally here. Cheyenne one time thought they had it, but North kept it alive, and both teams here until finally.
Broughton's going to be the one to do it and get us kicked off here on Cheyenne's senior night. And that's just outside
just
there
wide,
for Broughton.
Really good dropping action on that one. That would have been tough to handle had it not gone wide. But wisely let sail wide by the Spartans, and now everyone's had a seat, and you and I can see clearly.
Platson, the second one to serve for the Spartans, and Metcalf with an early kill.
Great set that time by Badeau. Right in the wheelhouse for Cora, and she hammers it down.
As Baylor Dinger will be the next server for Cheyenne. So that one walks the line the entire way, and that'll be a Mustang point.
Just rode that net, and eventually so far that it was out. Not often you see a point conclude like that.
Rydell collects a kill.
Really nice job there. Aubrey Rydell really nicely. And at 6'1", she's the tallest of the Spartans.
Halverson back to serve, and that's way long. So Amundsen back to serve now. Some rotation and back so far.
Another one for Audrey Rydell. That looks like they're going to feed quite frequently.
And
nice touch by Richmond there, seeing that open space. Little drop shot over the top. Got those blockers to commit at the net, and no one in that area near the 10-foot line.
Dinger sets over to Saxland from the 10-foot line. And Rydell puts one home with some power.
Not very often we come across teams that are as young as Cheyenne is, Tristan, but this Spartan team with only 2 seniors on their roster, Rydell one of them. Oh,
and Rydell collects another kill.
That's already her 3rd on the evening.
Lucy Rydell back to serve. Simonson's going to set this one back to Saxlund, and I thought Snowden had that one, but they're going to say it dropped. So Kill back to serve. And that one just long there for Platson.
Good choice by Addie Kill on that one to let that go long. We've talked about how you have that split second with that ball coming at you that quickly, but wise choice by Kill there to let that one drop. As Cheyenne with the Kill ace riding a little momentum here as they've doubled up North in set number 1 here, 8-4.
Rydell with some power
and great
coming off the set from her sister.
That right side, she just looked like she just floated there for a couple seconds before she wound up and dropped the hammer.
Broughton with a little drop shot there.
Good touch by Broughton.
So 9-5 as Mattern's going to be on and back to serve. So Rydell with a quick set, and that's going to drop for.
And that's the respect that they have for Audrey Rydell, that Cheyenne's focus was lining up for a block of a potential Rydell kill, and then her younger sister, Lucy, just go ahead and pops that over on that quick set and catches Cheyenne off guard.
And Rydell with the set over to Halverson as she gets one to drop. So the Spartans are fighting back in this one, not letting anything go too far out of hand. Snowden serving, and that's deep. So Metcalf and Badeau back in as Badeau is back on to serve. Platson from far range can't get one to stay in.
Great dig out by Addie Kill there, and
this one's going to be set back to Metcalf. Good block out front. Another one to Metcalf, and
great job by North keeping
dug
these
out
alive.
by Rydell. Marley digs that one out. Still
Dinger
still
comes
alive.
up with the dig on that.
And Rydell is going to finish it off.
What a great entertaining rally that was. Both teams coming up with big digs, saves, keeping it alive, but ultimately Rydell able to end that rally for the Spartans.
This car is going to be on to serve now, and that one's going to be blocked down there in front by Metcalf.
Metcalf and Christensen up front there in perfect position.
That one's blocked in front there by Ellie Christensen.
That was Lucy Rydell with the attempt there, but you know, obviously the most effective weapon that North has had tonight has been Audrey Rydell. When it hasn't been her at the net, it's been more of an even match for the Mustangs as Cora lets that one go.
That one just unlucky bounce on north end of the net, excuse me. So that makes it 14-8. Badeau sets over to Saxlin, and she gets one to drop.
That's going to be a timeout by the Spartans as they find themselves down 15-8 here halfway through set number one. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
Our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future, and if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good.
All right, folks, welcome back here as the Mustangs find themselves up 15-8 here on senior night.
Good to see a nice
number one.
Good to see a nice turnout from the Mustang student section. We've seen that pretty consistently this fall, Tristan, where the students have come out in better numbers than in previous years on a consistent basis. As Halverson tries to get that one in.
That one's just outside there on the far side there for Meredith Platson. So that one's going to be a Mustang point on a lift. Oh. Good attempt there from Broughton on the opposite side, but
too much heat from Halverson on that one. I think Badol might have gotten a piece of it, and then Broughton a little bit as well, but unable to be dug out by either.
Saxlin's going to quick set one there. Badol sets back to Metcalf with a little touch. And that one's going to be all net. So one too many puts the Spartans back to within 7.
Wow.
As Badeau had to
nice adjustment
go
by
backwards.
Badeau at the net. Kept it up just long enough, and Ellie Christensen finishes that one. We haven't seen Riley Bryant on the floor. Maybe that foot just bothering her enough, and Coach Newton thinking it was smarter to give her the rest tonight.
Grijalva gets a block there. Saxlin and Metcalf with a dig apiece there, and this one gets to Saxlin, and she's going to be blocked in front there by Halverson. Badeau sets up the Saxlin here. Blocked in front. And takes a bounce on the net with a one hop, and it'll be a Mustang point as Amundsen and Richmond are going to come back in. Amundsen back on to serve. So we now have 20-11 Mustang lead. And a little too early for Rydell there, I think.
Yeah. There's going to be the second timeout as the lead has grown to 10 here. Coach Hubbell's going to take that timeout. We'll do the same. Mustangs up in set 1, 21-11. We'll be right back.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my.
Quick updates of some scores around the state. Kind of a shocker early on. Fargo South takes set number 1 against West Fargo. That one being played at the Bruin Gym. So South up 1-0. Shanley up 1-0 over Grand Forks Central. The only scores we have reported thus far. What a shock that would be.
Amundsen starts us off with a great serve after the timeout, and
oh wow, great job.
Saxlin just a little too light on the touch. So that'll go 21-12.
You know, and those are the types of ones we've talked about, Tristan. You just need to keep the ball alive, get it over the net, live to fight another day, and hopefully be able to do something with it from there instead of trying to win every attempt. There's a great job by Richmond, handled by the Spartans.
That one drops down there.
I think that was Montplaisir. It was set up well for her, but off the net, and then it just tumbles to the floor as the Spartans trying to climb back into the opening set here as they're down 21-13 now.
Amundsen back to Richmond as she'll get one down.
Really nice job up the line. Good decision. She had Rydell there in front of her. Really no ability to go cross court, so going up the line works out well as the Mustangs are in position to just kind of side out this one for a victory in set number 1.
As that one's blocked out there by Richmond.
Good position, but just goes out of bounds.
Broughton on the left side. There you go.
That's the power.
So 23-14 here. As Mattern's back to serve now.
Hoping to serve out the opening set here for the Mustangs.
As
I don't know if they're going to call a double hit on that one or.
Grijalva and Dinger, or maybe just Dinger, back in. As Snowden's going to be back to serve here. And Broughton with some power behind that one, just can't get it to drop as Snowden digs the second one out and just down the line enough there for, I believe it was Meredith Platson.
Yeah, and keeping it outside of Richmond. Good position, but just enough space up the line to fit that one by.
Snowden back to serve. Dinger sets over to Richmond as she'll get one down. So Badeau and Metcalf checking back in as Badeau is back on to serve here. And a chance to serve out the set. So that one's just long there.
Credit North, they haven't gone away in this set. They continue to trail, but they've been battling hard for every point. But backs up against the wall now, down 24-17.
As
just set too
just
far
outside.
out. Yeah, too far out in front of Metcalf. She tried to keep it in play, but unable to do so.
Badeau sets back to Broughton and blocked in front there by Metcalf and Christensen, and that'll do it for set number one. So the Mustangs taking set one, 25-18. We'll take a short break and be right back.
Discover the experience that awaits you at North Dakota State University. Join the Bison family where connections run deep, from the classroom to the field and beyond. Build an exciting career with the help of industry-leading faculty. Tap into the power of the herd and make unforgettable memories in Fargo, one of the best college towns in the Midwest. Don't wait. Find your adventure at North Dakota State University.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, I think so.
Tour the beautiful campus of North Dakota State University in Fargo. Learn about majors, scholarships, our free application process, and get a free t-shirt. Register now at ndsu.edu/visit.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Cheyenne High School as the Mustangs took set 1 against the Fargo North Spartans here in this EDC matchup for senior night here at Cheyenne. As if I had to guess, we have a ceremony planned for between set 2 and 3. Taking a look at tomorrow's matchup, Wolf, really quick, as you know, just kind of looking back from last week, the first EDC matchups happened last week. Fargo North losing, I believe, to, I want to say Fargo South, or excuse me, Horace. They lost to 56-13 was the final score in that one. In Cheyenne, losing to Davies last week. 51-27, so 2 0-1 teams as the Spartans get the scoring started out in the second set.
Yeah, and we finally moved to that EDC portion of the football schedule as Cheyenne 0-1 in the EDC, falling to Davies last week, but an opportunity against North, and it's kind of been strange how that's worked out. Last week, the volleyball team hosted Davies on Thursday, and then the football team played Davies on Friday. Tonight, they're playing North. Tomorrow, the football team plays North. Not sure if that was just a quirk in scheduling or how that exactly worked out, but doubling up on opponents the past 2 weeks.
Broughton's going to be back to serve and sends one into the netting early on. So the Spartans taking a look at their first leads of the night here.
I don't know, for me, Tristan, if I'm North, I want to get the ball back to Audrey Rydell as many times as I can. She's been stuck at 4 kills since about midway of set number 1. I mean, she is a difference maker out there as we see Metcalf rip one right there. But that was when they were most competitive. That's when they were hanging with Cheyenne, when they kept feeding Rydell. And they kind of went away from that the rest of the set, and Cheyenne was able to kind of pull away on that. As they go to Rydell there from the 10-foot line, barely out of bounds. That wasn't a great set.
As Dinger sends one long here. So 3-3 in set number 2, mostly on errors, if you would. Once again, Mustangs taking set number 1 here. And that one long.
Trading some unforced errors here, some service errors for each squad. Thought Mr. Bodell was moving into position to serve there, but apparently just crossing the end of the court. Good dropping action on that one from Badeau.
And Rydell's going to be blocked in front by Saxlin and
Bryant there. So Riley Bryant seeing her first action of the night. See how long North is able to hang with Cheyenne here, or if they run out of gas. Wow.
Set to Bryant, and that one's down with power.
Looks like she'd been waiting a while to unleash one of those. Good serve, good finish by Bryant, or good set, I'm sorry, and finish by Bryant. As trouble tracking the ball down. Got things figured out here. There they go to Rydell, but that
Rydell
one's
just
wide.
long. So Badeau serving 7-3 Cheyenne, and that's going to be legal formation.
Yeah, I believe so.
So I'm pretty sure another one went back into the tunnel there, and Coach Hummel is questioning the last call, I believe just a mix-up. As Badeau sets this one over, Saxlin went down.
Wow, she wound up on that. There's going to be a timeout North as they find themselves down 9-3 here in set number 2. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Stick around.
Tour the beautiful campus of North Dakota State University in Fargo. Learn about majors, scholarships, our free application process, and get a free t-shirt. Register now at ndsu.edu/visit.
All right, folks, welcome back here. Set number 2, 9-3 Mustangs lead so far as they took set 1. And Badeau is back to serve. As Rydell's going to get one down.
Good opportunity to set up a set for Rydell. Obviously, that's what they talked about. When you want to turn momentum, you get the ball to your best hitter, and that is Rydell by far for North.
So Rydell sends another one down. This one intercepted by Braun, and that one's going to be tipped out there by, I believe, Badeau.
I think it was Richmond at the net trying to get in position and just sends that one over, but Mustangs trying to get a side out here, see if they can build on this lead.
As Bryant's going to miss time of jump there. So Badeau with the set back to Saxlin, and that one's going to be long either way.
So timeout paying dividends for Coach Hummel here in the Spartans. So they've cut that 9-3 deficit to 9-7 on the serving of Rydell.
Badeau's going to try Richmond this time. Kept alive on the opposite side, and that one's going to be long. As Addie Kill's going to be back on to serve here for the Mustangs, only up by 3 now. As that one's barely
Great reaction.
Barely over.
Great reaction by Badeau. It climbs the net, drops on the other side. And a point for the Mustangs.
Zaddy Kill's gonna still serve here. An ace and a kill on the night as that one's sent into the netting. So 11-8 now. As Snowden's gonna be back to serve for the Spartans. And
wow.
That one able to be kept alive on the north side, and Broughton's going to get one down on Rydell.
Well, that ball just stayed right there at the net, but North stuck with it, able to keep the rally alive.
As Mattern's on to serve now. Just long there. So 12-9. Once again, kind of in that three-point range area.
Yeah, North hasn't gone away completely here. But again, this is how the first set looked, and then Cheyenne went on a run and extended to 10 pretty quickly, as there's a really good job by Brindley Richmond, just directionally navigating that into the corner. Saw no one at home for North, and no Spartan could adjust and get a hand on that. Good reaction by Dinger.
Metcalf's going to take this one from the 10-foot line and send it home with some power. Dinger digs this one out, excuse me, and Broughton's going to get one down.
Cross court by Broughton, just the full cross court length right down Main Street there, and just nothing the Spartans could do but stand and look as the lead has grown back up to 6. Tried to get that runner there for Halverson.
Pladson's going to be back to serve on this one. Richmond has to take a halt there, and Kill gets this one over. As Rydell's going to get one down there.
Again, that's been the most effective weapon for the Spartans tonight, Audrey Rydell. That's her 7th kill of the match.
Richmond back to Broughton. A little touch there, and it's going to be kept alive. Metcalf's going to finally get one down with the touch. As Ron's going to be back to serve, 16-11 Mustang lead. As
Snowden from out of nowhere comes and saves that one, keeps it alive.
Richmond with a quick set.
Caught him looking. Really nice job by Brinley Richmond there.
Braun will continue to serve here. Just long there.
That was close.
As Anna Halverson will be back to serve now for the Spartans. Richmond over to Saxland, down with some power. Dinger serving now in Saxland.
Teed that one up for Saxland. She finishes it. As now it's grown to a 7-point lead, 19-12, kind of reminiscent of set number one. It's kind of halfway through set one that Cheyenne just kind of slowly pulled away, and they're doing the same here in set two. Great
as that one's blocked in front by Bryant.
Really the first time all night that really clean block on one of Rydell's kill attempts. And there comes the timeout from Coach Hummel.
So 20-12 Mustang lead here in set number two. We'll take a short break and be right back.
If you're thinking about growing your family someday, we'd like to remind you of one simple thing. Babies bring us joy. With an unwavering commitment to delivering the highest quality care, Essentia Health is ready when your someday arrives. Essentia Health, caring for you and your future.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Cheyenne Gymnasium. Set number two, Mustangs have an 8-point lead, 20-12. Current set score as Mustangs are up in sets 1-0.
Looking around the EDC here, West Fargo comes back, takes set number two against South, so that one is tied up at 1 apiece. And Horace, a little bit of a surprise, takes set number one against Davies, and they are up 1-0. We'll see how those play out tonight.
As that one's going to be
into the
net, maybe?
Rydell came flying up there. So now a 9-point lead.
Stinger still serving. Saxland's going to get one down. So 21-12. Or 22-12, excuse me. As Dinger possibly serving this one out.
Well, she's certainly going to attempt to. There's the one for Rydell.
Richmond sets this one to Saxland, and sent back across as Bryant's going to get the touch in.
Nice job. Really didn't have time to get herself set correctly, so just saw that opening. Little drop shot on there.
As Rydell's not going to be able to get one past Bryant there. So set point here in set number two for Dinger. It's Rydell from the 10-foot line outside. So that'll do it. 25-12 set score. We'll take a short break and be right back.
Our health. what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future, and if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good.
All right, folks, welcome back for the senior night presentation. We'll listen and watch this really quick, and we'll be back for set number 3.
While she is a great teammate, she is also the sweetest soul and a loving friend. I know I can speak for everyone when I say that she has been an inspired leader for this program, and she brings talent and passion to this team. Cora, I hope you'll be graduating knowing that you left a huge impact to this team. Your hard work and leadership never went unnoticed, and I'm so grateful I was able to grow as a volleyball player with you on my side. I'm so excited to watch you play at Omaha. We are also proud of your accomplishments, and I love you, Cora.
Hi, I'm Nathan, and tonight I'm going to be talking about Addie. Addie has been a huge role model for the Cheyenne volleyball program. She's caring, encouraging, energetic, spicy, trusting, and the absolute best person to laugh with. Addie will always be the one person you can look to who will always have a smile on her face and some kind words to say. Addie not only has been a role model for this team, but also for me. Addie will always be my person on the court no matter what. She has led me through so many highs, but also so many lows, and is the one person who can always get me through it. From all the hotel stays, late volleyball games, ice cream runs, and so much more, they will never be the same without you. I'm so proud of everything you have accomplished, and I will always be your biggest cheerleader in everything you do.
Hi, my name is Ryan, and today is special because I get the chance to honor someone who has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. This person has always been by my side on and off the court and always knows how to make me laugh. She's my person. She's a true role model to me and our teammates, and that special someone is Marley. I know I can always look to Marley if I ever need someone to talk to about anything. She is loving, motivating, thoughtful, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this family we've created with Marley by my side. I don't know what I would do without Marley these past 15 years. She lifts up this team in many ways and never disappoints. I'm so proud of her, and I can't wait to see how far she goes in her amazing life. I love you, Marley.
Congratulations to our seniors and their families. Let's give a round of applause for our amazing seniors
All right, folks, welcome back here for set number 3 for senior night here at Cheyenne.
As always, nice things said about each of our seniors, Marley Badeau, Cora Metcalf, and Addie Kill. So congratulations to them on a fine career with Cheyenne volleyball. All right, Lexi Lee starting us off here.
So this one's going to be set back, blocked in front by Metcalf. And Grijalva, a little miscommunication there maybe up front and kind of scrambled there for a second.
I'm sorry, that was Claire Carr serving, and that's an opening point for the Spartans here in set number 3.
As Grijalva's going to get one down that time. So 1-1 here in set number 3. Mustangs taking the first 2 sets. The second one a little more, I don't even know what you want to call it, a little more of a blowout.
Well, yeah, I mean, both sets were tight till about that 10-point level, and then Cheyenne just starts slowly pulling away. And we'll see if set 3 looks the same, but North hangs around, but then Cheyenne's able to just kind of figure some things out and then add on to the lead as it's 2-2 here in the early stages as things have quieted down in the gym considerably.
Saxland from the 10-foot line is going to be short. So a 3-2 Spartan lead. One of the few and only of the night. As Metcalf's going to get one down.
Yeah, it was off of Rydell up there.
As Dinger's going to be back to serve here, excuse me.
There's an ace.
An ace for Baylor. As Bryant gets one down.
Right at the right spot. Just, Dinger got an ace on the previous serve, but these are just been really good. Tough to handle for North, so haven't been in a position where they can do a lot to set up a return and plan for some type of kill opportunity. And there's another ace for her as it's now 6-3, and you kind of wonder what kind of effort North is going to kind of be willing to give in this third set. Another good serve. That one gets through finally for Halverson.
Halverson back to serve now. 6-4 Mustang lead still here in set number 3. Richmond sets this one back to Saxland. I believe that one was intended for Bryant. Just a little short on it, and it blocks on, and it drops on the north side, excuse me.
I think that was Richmond who came up with the dig, and Riley just got a hand on it, and it just slid over the net, and no one from North in position to do much about it. Sometimes you get some of those lucky breaks.
Amundsen on the serve and straight into the net on that one. As Lucy Rydell will be on to serve. Down 2. And just short.
Well, a little miscommunication as both Broughton and Dinger went for that one, and in the battle, no one got it cleanly. So that'll be an ace there for Lucy Rydell.
Bryant takes a little touch there, and this one's going to get down.
Yeah, I think that
for
was
Plotson.
Yeah, touched by Cheyenne at the net, and now we're tied at 7-all.
As Bryant's going to get one down with some power there.
Yeah, that quick set right down the middle, kind of her specialty.
As Addie Kill will be back on to serve here, taking back that 1-point lead. And she's going to expand to 2 aces on the night. As that one's blocked in front there by Bryant and Broughton, I think.
Yeah, Bryant and Broughton at the net just win the battle there in a 50-50 ball right at the net. And just like that, Cheyenne back out by 3. And that's kind of how the whole night has gone, Tristan, where Cheyenne's just kind of kept north at arm's length and then found a way to expand the lead at the end of each of the first 2 sets. They continue to lead here in set 3 as Audrey Rydell will be on to serve.
Broughton's going to get one down with some power there. As Badeau's going to be back to serve.
From the 10-foot
Kill
line
with
there.
a dig. Amundsen with a quick set over probably would have been out there. And Badeau's not going to be able to snag that one.
Speaking of the quick set, that was Lucy Rydell with a quick set there and catches the Mustangs off guard. Snowden on to serve.
So Snowden with an ace there and a pretty good serve at that. 11-10 now with a 1-point differential. As
another ace.
Miscommunication there on the Cheyenne side leads to her second. Second ace in a row, second ace of the night for Gretchen Snowden. Sophomore standing at 5'4", sends that one into the netting. As Richmond will see some serving time here tonight, I believe. It's her first time serving. She sets back to Metcalf and unable to be handled there on the Fargo North side, so.
Little touch there by Cora works out. 3 Spartans all get a hand on it, but it's not enough. Keep it alive and be able to get it over.
Richmond now with a powerful serve. Set to Metcalf and dug out by Grijalva. Almost saved there by Richmond and kill, but it's going to drop in behind Addie there. And
yeah, I think Halverson that one was set up well for her at the net. Mustangs get a couple hands on it, but no good on that.
Carr back to serve. As not quite sure what we got there.
I don't know if that was a double hit as it got in on her. Not handled cleanly.
As Shea Olsen's going to be in for the Mustangs here. Rydell from the 10-foot line sends one over. Dinger set to Saxlin, and that one's going to be blocked in front there by Halverson. Halverson matching Rydell at 6'1". Been a great blocker for tonight.
Decent size for the Spartans at the net as Metcalf sends that one home.
Dinger's going to be back to serve here. 15-13 lead now for the Mustangs. This one's going to be set all the way over to Rydell, and great dig out there by Dinger, and Bryant's going to get a block up front.
And that was right back to Rydell, and Rydell wound up on that. But Rydell too much, or Bryant too much. Now Rydell going over to Ask.
So it'll be a Mustang point. As Dinger continues to serve here, going up 3. And
good attempt by Richmond, and Olsen try and keep that alive.
Halverson back to serve now. Sticking around in this set, you know, only a max of like 4-point differential. And Bryant's going to be long with that one.
I think they're going to, Bryant, I think, was
say
asking
tip.
if it was touched, but the refs do not agree.
Halverson continuing to serve here. Richmond sets one over to Saxlin, and she gets one home. So Saxlin's 6th kill on the night, or 7th, excuse me, as the Mustangs still hold that 2 to 3 point lead here in set number 3. Rydell's going to try and get this one over. Dinger keeps it alive. Amundsen set over to Saxlin with some power blocked in front. And over to Rydell as she's going to go out with that one. And
that one is wide. She has to go up the line. Not touched by the Mustangs. Good rally again there from both squads. Nice job, good effort.
Tominson's going to get one over to Saxland.
Lucy Rydell, really good effort to keep that alive, but Saxland gets another kill. And a timeout coming from Coach Hummel. With the Mustangs leading here in set number 3, it's 19-15. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next.
All right, welcome back, folks, as we got a 19-15 lead here and make that 19-16 in set number 3 for the Mustangs, up 2-0 here at Cheyenne on senior night, as Lucy Rydell will be back to serve for Fargo North. Richmond from mid-range, almost got one down there. Amundsen to Bryant with some power. So 20-16 as Kill and Broughton are going to be back on. Kill's going to be on to serve.
Oh, nice
Good
action
serve
on
there.
that one, yes.
And that one's going to be down.
Great
for
answer.
Pladsen.
Great answer by Pladsen on that. Wow, that was impressive.
As Audrey Rydell's going to be back to serve here. And this one's over to Broughton. Dinger with an attempted quick set and miscommunication there on the north side. As we now have a 21-17 set, as Badeau is going to be back to serve. Quick set attempt, almost catches Cheyenne there. It's Rydell from long range, just long.
Yeah.
(22-17). As Kill with a great dig, and Amundsen tried to save it, but
it was Pladsen there, just nice job. It's North, not a lot of lives left, down 22-18, but they do have a chance with Snowden serving.
Amundsen sets this one to Richmond. Kept alive on the Spartan side. Amundsen to Broughton this time, and she'll get one down off a tap. As Richmond will be back to serve here.
And North's going to take their second timeout of the set. We'll do the same. Mustangs lead 23-18 here in set 3, going for the sweep. We'll be right back.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah.
just in time for Richmond to come back for serving here. As this one gets to Grijalva and gets
right
down.
on the line.
So 24-18 here. And match point here for Cheyenne on senior night. As that one's blocked in front of Grijalva.
With the big celebration as she denies, was that Halverson at the net?
I believe it was Halverson.
Great job by Andrea.
So with that, Mustangs come in, sweep the Spartans, and they will move up to 8-2, I believe. So, got anything to add, Wolf?
Yeah, nice job by the Mustangs tonight. Took care of business. You know, North hung around. North didn't go away. Cheyenne able to kind of run away with sets 1 and 2, but this is the closest one of the evening here at 25-18. But I think Cheyenne the better team tonight as they go this weekend to that tournament down in the cities. Remember, tomorrow night we'll be broadcasting live a stream of the the Mustangs and Spartans again, except this time on the football field. And we'll see if either team can get their first. One of them should get their first EDC conference win of the year.
Yeah, so taking a look in advance really quick, like you said, Burns Eastview invite in Minnesota and Shakopee this weekend for the Mustangs volleyball team, followed by a home game next week, Tuesday. That one streamed right here on Mustang Media against the Packers. Following that one next week, Thursday, they are away at South. Once again, football here tomorrow night on Mustang Media as well. Spartans and Mustangs. One of them is moving to 1-1. One of them will stay at 0-2. Taking a look in the future for Mustangs football as well. Some tough matchups coming up, in all honesty. You're taking a look in the future for an early 6 o'clock away game at Horace, and then an away game at Shanley, followed to wrap up the regular season by a home game at West Fargo High, here against West Fargo High. So with that, yeah, great game. I think the Spartans stood in it for most of the sets. Set 2 kind of got out of hand towards the end, but got anything else to add?
Well, again, we said it looks like there are 3 teams that are kind of separating themselves, and it's the Mustangs and it's Davies and it's West Fargo at this point. So it's North is one of those teams that's hoping to be in the conversation and hopefully get a trip to the state tournament. But right now it looks like those are the top 3 teams, and we're going to see 2 of them next Tuesday when the Mustangs host the Packers right here. So that'll be a good one. And you want to stick around and stream that one if you can't make it out to the Mustang gym.
So with that, football tomorrow night, and that about wraps up this broadcast. So for everyone up here in the booth, I'm Tristan Marak.
I'm Dan Wolf.
Good night, folks.
Don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. What you say?